the ocean always hides mysteries that never fail to amaze humankind. Beneath its depths lurk massive creatures, sea monsters whose very names send shivers down the spines of fishermen and fishing enthusiasts alike. Recently, a breathtaking encounter with a giant tarpon shook the international fishing community. Measuring over 2 meters in length and weighing more than 130 kilograms, this species truly deserves its title as the silver giant of the ocean. Today, let's dive into the journey of conquering this legendary fish. Tarpon are famous for their shimmering silver scales, sharp jaws, and large round eyes perfectly adapted for deep waters. They are mostly found in the Atlantic Ocean, the Caribbean Sea, along the coast of Florida, and in parts of Central America. The peak tarpon season usually falls between May and July, when they migrate in massive schools to shallow waters. At this time, modern fishing boats gather at predetermined locations, ready for a challenging hunt. To conquer a tarpon, fishermen and professional anglers must prepare carefully. Heavy-duty rods are commonly used, paired with ultra-strong monofilament or braided lines with a breaking strength of 80–100 pounds, tough enough to withstand both the fish's massive weight and its violent thrashing. Live bait such as mullet, sardines, or shrimp are most effective, as tarpon are extremely sensitive to natural scents. But beyond equipment, experience is the deciding factor. Fishermen must read the currents and watch for subtle ripples on the water surface to guess where the hidden schools of tarpon might be.
And then, on s'attarponter ze baie, ze real battle bejan.
These fish are unimaginably powerful, capable of dragging both angler and boat hundreds of meters in just minutes. In many cases, they will leap repeatedly from the water, thrashing their heads violently to shake free of the hook. Believe it or not, a single fight can last anywhere from 30 minutes to over 2 hours before the fish is finally brought alongside the boat, and many anglers give up halfway. That's why beyond physical strength, patience is the key. Sometimes hours of waiting lead only to the heartbreak of seeing the target escape. This is not just a contest of strength, but also of patience, strategy, and the determination of the conqueror. As you can see, landing a fish over 2 meters long and weighing more than 100 kilograms onto a traditional wooden boat is no simple task. Fishermen often rely on thick ropes and the combined strength of several people to hoist the giant from the water. In some places, the tarpon is laid in the boat's hull and covered with wet nets to keep its skin moist, preventing the meat from drying and the scales from cracking under the harsh sun. Once ashore, the tarpon is immediately processed at the dock. Its scales are extremely tough and as large as coins, requiring cleavers or specialized tools to remove. The fish is then gutted quickly to prevent spoilage, especially with massive specimens. Speed is crucial to preserve the quality of the flesh. Interestingly, despite its enormous size and rarity, tarpon is not highly valued as food. Its meat contains many tiny bones and has a dry texture, making it unsuitable for fine dishes. That's why in most countries, tarpon is caught primarily for sport and recreation, not for consumption. Some places have experimented with smoking or making soup from tarpon, but its flavor simply doesn't compare to other marine fish. Today, tarpon fishing has become one of the most famous recreational and tourism activities in many countries, especially in Florida, Costa Rica, and Belize. Large-scale tarpon fishing tournaments are held annually, attracting thousands of anglers from around the world. For professional fishermen, facing off against this species has become a challenge, one that many dream of experiencing at least once in their lifetime. And that's the end of today's video. What are your thoughts on this epic journey? Share your opinions in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. For now, goodbye, and see you in the next adventure.
Chắc có thể mắc lỗi. Hãy ca.
With a size that can rival a full-grown adult, the giant mackerel has become a golden ingredient in high-end seafood production, bringing tremendous income to many coastal fishermen. Among countless traditional fishing trades, the art of catching and processing giant mackerel is now becoming a popular and sustainable livelihood choice for many. But what's the secret behind successfully hunting this massive creature? Let's find out in today's video. Giant mackerel are usually caught at dawn or dusk, when their activity peaks, making them easier to hook. Fishermen often use small boats, casting thin yet durable fishing lines with high elasticity. To mark the location of each line, they release empty plastic bottles that float as buoys. When a fish bites, the fisherman grips the line firmly, pulling it toward the boat while another uses a gaff or long pole to subdue the catch. This process demands strength, teamwork, and precision.
Suka emang ibu, suka ikan hiu.
Timing plays a crucial role in fishing success. On nights when the moonlight is dim, the fish tend to be less alert than during the day. Fishermen take advantage of this by moving toward rocky reefs or coral areas, the perfect habitat for mackerel schools. They cast lines alongside floating buoys to precisely mark bait positions, allowing full control of the fishing area. At night, headlamps are indispensable. Fishermen wear them to illuminate the baited area and monitor the subtle movements beneath the surface. When a fish is hooked, they work together to lift it using a gaff, holding the body tightly to minimize thrashing. This process is repeated continuously until the day's desired haul is achieved. Night fishing can yield massive catches, provided the right location and timing are chosen. In some parts of the Pacific, besides traditional rod fishing, many fishermen employ harpoon guns or spear guns to hunt giant mackerel. Equipped with basic diving gear, masks, fins, and a rope-tethered gun, they dive into shallow to mid-depth waters, where mackerel often swim in schools, especially at dawn or dusk when light conditions are ideal. Once a fish comes within range, the diver swiftly fires the spear, usually aiming at the head or mid-body, to control the fish efficiently without damaging the meat. The rope connecting the spear to the gun prevents the fish from escaping, giving the diver time to pull it close and secure it aboard. This spearfishing technique helps preserve the fish's meat quality, reduces surface damage, and avoids marine pollution compared to large-scale industrial fishing. However, it requires excellent stamina, lung capacity, quick reflexes, and sharp judgment. A fraction of a second's delay could mean losing the target.
Harga 55 kilo dah kau dah.
For mid-scale fishing or smaller coastal zones, fishermen may use single heavy-duty rods to haul the fish directly onto the boat without external assistance. However, perfect timing and coordination are crucial. They must react instantly when the fish strikes to pull it in successfully.
Strike.
Ke kiri. Iya. Bentar ya.
Once ashore, the fish are immediately processed to preserve freshness. The processor uses a large knife to make a deep incision along the fish's back, from tail to head. Fins are trimmed, the skin is peeled, and the fish is then split cleanly in half. Internal organs and bones are quickly removed. Each section is sliced into bite-sized portions, ready for packaging. To maintain the fish's sweet flavor and natural color, the meat must be chilled immediately after filleting. In sushi preparation, particularly popular in Japan, the fish is carefully cleaned, filleted, gutted, and evenly sliced into thin pieces. When processing giant mackerel, cleanliness and freshness are top priorities. The workspace must be thoroughly cleaned and stabilized on a wide surface to prevent slipping. During gut removal, extra care is needed not to rupture the bile sac, as it could spoil the fish's taste. Filleting is the final step, done only after the fins are removed and the head is separated properly. Mackerel is a familiar delicacy on dining tables and restaurant menus, from street eateries to luxury establishments. Its meat is rich, firm, and carries a naturally sweet aroma that lingers in every bite. Whether fried, steamed, grilled, or braised, mackerel offers a flavor that's distinct and unforgettable. Among its many dishes, tuna sushi stands out as a beloved specialty in Japan. The fish is thinly sliced into bite-sized pieces, elegantly arranged with rice and seaweed, a harmonious blend of texture and flavor.